Hello, live long and prosper as always. This video is mostly for myself to remember some things that I have on my mind about the sense, the purpose, the will to work. So, let's cut it short. Chick, chick. Uh, the most wonderful thing in my life that I experienced was in my childhood was seeing the blueprints of techniques. It's called drafting, and by drafting you create blueprints. My friend had an older brother, and he had drafted a blueprint of a motorcycle with a pencil, a liner, a ruler, and everything else. What I'm trying to say is, since that time, I don't see any meaning in anything anymore. Maybe it reminds me of the Westworld, Anthony Hopkins saying, where people were disappointed. I don't see the meaning anymore. At that time, I thought that if you measure and draft on a blueprint the measurements of a car or a motorcycle, you did something great. Yeah, that's basically a video just for me. No one else will understand this. I didn't see this meaning in anything again after seeing these drafts of motorcycles in my childhood. Nothing close. I studied human brain, hypnosis, psychology. I know all of the Broadman areas, and what I must tell you is they're primitive. Primitive, Carl. Maybe they're not primitive, as I told you before, but nothing stood close to these drafts and blueprints from my childhood. We had magazines called The Techniques of the Youth, where they contained blueprints of some techniques: cars, tanks, planes, anything. And I cannot seem to find this level of sense and meaning now. And by the way, in my class, in a draft class, I was the best. I got A plus 333 all the time. I can draw you. They first thing they taught us to do is to write perfectly with a type font. you know. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. I cannot find this meaning or purpose in anything now. I cannot. Maybe I'm old. Maybe things really don't contain this meaning, but I just cannot find it. The sense of wonder, the beauty, and the sense of meaning, information that I had when I saw those drafts of motorcycles in my friend's house made by his older brother. I cannot. I cannot really. I'm just sitting now here. Let's go into history a little bit. I tried proposing some um, stuff to people in Egypt. They didn't understand. To people in Russia, they didn't understand. To people in the United States, they didn't understand. The sense is really about lost. The sense is really about lost. Once again, the sense that I felt, real sense that made sense, was from the drawings and blueprints from my childhood. Thank you, that's all I wanted to say. I didn't find it again. You know, as the song by Bono and U2 goes, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. That's basically all. Thank you. Live long and prosper. And don't try to look for sense in the modern world. I did. I didn't find any. Thank you. Goodbye.